Arteta's team selection is heavily criticised and has been. He now has the squad that many are saying is the one he requires to go all the way in the title race, but he doesn't seem to be getting the selections right. Eze on the bench against Manchester City, Martinelli, who'd scored that winning goal the game before, on the bench as well. In the end, when he was introduced, he did manage to equalise for them against City. It's this time and this kind of game where Arteta, I know he made jokes about playing a little bit with the handbrake on. He made it post one of the press conferences. But this time around, are we expecting to see Eze, who did start and score in midweek, we're expecting him to start?
I mean, to expect, I think, is something that's probably difficult to say. And I think some of this criticism is really harsh because we need to remember that we only see the Arsenal team on a match day, and Mikel Arteta's working with them day in, day out. There's different reasons why you start players, and nowadays, as everyone keeps saying, you know, your bench is absolutely pivotal. I mean, that was a great goal late on in the game. Those, for me, are the moments where actually you go, yeah, this is why we do have the depth. We make the changes. Players are motivated to go on and try and take advantage of that. No player wants to be a sub, but we are in a situation now where you play for the top clubs, you have to understand there will be other players that will also, you know, you typically have two players in every position and everyone wants to start. Everyone's good enough to start, but only half of you can. Yeah. So that's sort of the nature of it, and therefore it's up to Mikel Arteta to pick who he wants. I think some of the criticism is harsh for me because he's very articulate. There's so much goes into your team selection. And typically, as fans, you see what happens last weekend. You think, well, they were great last weekend. They scored. I would start them. That's, you know, as fans, we go, I'd put them in starting 11. But there is a lot more to factor in. Away from home at Newcastle, there's the emotional, mental factor. You have to consider. He knows his players better than we do.
Darren, do you think the criticism is warranted?
No, I don't actually. I think he's got a terrific squad of players, and it is about managing the players. It's about managing their minutes. It's about making sure that the injury problems that really did cost him last season, and even as threatening this season, people forget Saka's had his problems. Maduiki's having his problems now. Havertz has had his problems. And actually, the way they've been able to respond to those problems, Mosquera came in for Saliba in the Liverpool game. In midfield, Zubimendi's been outstanding. So people don't feel the loss of Havertz as much as they would have done. And before Mosquera was injured, he too was able to deputise for Saka. And the fact that they can call on Eze on top of all of that says that the buying policy has been really good. So he's got to manage those minutes. And also, the other thing is, Martinelli's been more effective coming on as a sub rather than starting games too. So, in many respects, I'm with you. I think that I look at Arteta and sometimes he looks like a bit of a haunted man because Arsenal have a huge fan base, a huge worldwide digital fan base. And every time there is a misstep for them, for a club that is desperate to win the league, Arteta gets it. He knows he doesn't have that much room for manoeuvre, so I feel a little bit of sympathy for him, but I think he's trying to do the right thing.
Arsenal head into their clash against Newcastle full of confidence and momentum, aiming to extend their impressive winning streak. Eberechi is set to start once again after a series of strong performances, bringing creativity and control to the midfield. Bukayo Saka and Martin Ødegaard have both been declared fit, providing a major boost to Mikel Arteta's side as they look to dominate the game. Arsenal's attacking options look sharp, while their defense remains solid, giving them the edge going into this crucial fixture. Fans are optimistic that the team's form and balance will help secure another important victory. Please like and subscribe.